Alright, so we're back at it. Today we're gonna take off the axles and the motor mounts and pull this engine out. So I already took the wheel off. This is the nut we have to take off. There's a cutter pin that goes in there. So just like that, and then it's bent. You gotta do is straighten it out and then pull it out with pliers or something, and it comes right out. Alright, so to lock the spindle and stuff in place, I'm gonna take a screwdriver, stick it into the brake caliper like that, through the rotor and the vents, like that. And that's gonna keep it from spinning. I'm gonna take our breaker bar, and we're gonna start turning. So a breaker bar is a must-have if you don't have air tools. I have an impact wrench, but it's a little early to be turning on my compressor, so I'm just using the breaker bar, and it works just fine, as you saw. So now we just take it off. I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding the camera. All right, now we just have to do the other side. All right, and I am using a, wait for it, 32 millimeter socket. All right, so next we're gonna take off the nuts and bolts for the struts. So that's a 17 millimeter. Using my breaker bar because these are all pretty tight. There we go. Okay, now that's loose. Switch it up. Okay. Now that they're somewhat loose, we'll just use the ratchet, regular ratchet. And that way we can tap it and not damage the threads. And the bottom one. Tap it. Get this out of here. There's the retaining clip that holds the brake line to the strut. Alright. That's gonna give us enough play so that we can slide that guy back like that far enough for it to slide out of that knuckle right there. So, alright, now the knuckle's loose. Push it. that's loose. And that's pretty much it for the axle. Now we just pull it from the transmission. But we're gonna need something to plug the hole up so that it doesn't leak transmission fluid. So we'll keep it in there for now. But that's basically it to remove the axle. Now we just do the same to the other side. Alright. Alright, now the passenger side is out and loose. It's still attached to the transmission. I'll leave it on there for now. Once again, we put nuts and bolts back where we found them. That way we don't lose them. Alright, so now that both axles are free, we are going to get back to the engine bay. I'm going to use the cherry picker to hoist this engine out of there. So let's get to it. Move that harness out the way. Take our scrap seat belts, tie up the engine. I just want to put enough tension to where I can see the engine start to rise a little bit and take some weight off of the motor mounts. That way I can start taking the motor mount bolts off. So the front motor mount is a 14mm, so we'll start with that one. They're a bit tight. Alright, so we'll get that one out. Alright, now passenger side motor mount, or it is the transmission mount. Also 14mm. So that's the bolt for the rear motor mount. So I'm kind of under the car. That's it right there. That guy. So it's kind of awkward to get in with my ratchet. I actually just got this handy dandy little we're gonna remove the front mounts. There was the front note. Put that guy back there. And the other guy that fell. We'll get him back in there also. Alright, so that's all the mounts. So let's try to jack it up and see what happens. Alright, engine is loose. We're going to take the passenger side axle off. The engine's tilted that way, so that means that no transmission oil should spill out of this side, so we can pull that axle off. The axle is pulled out. Making sure it's not snagged on anything. Before we continue to lower it down, I'm just going to take this axle, put it back in there. The oil from spilling, and it keeps stuff from getting in there.
sliding it onto the pallet slowly.
Alright, so I gotta replace at least 2 more mounts. This is the passenger side engine mount. It goes right there, like that, and it's ripped, so I need a new one of those. And then this is the rear engine mount. It goes here along with the other bracket, and this is pretty chewed out. Look at that. So that needs to be replaced. All right, so big win today. Engine and transmission are out. And this is the bare engine bay. So gonna clean it up, shoot some degreaser in here, power wash it or something. Try not to get try to cover up the electrical wherever possible. Probably not gonna spray too much water, but yeah, I'm just gonna clean it up a little. This side to side that has all the, it's probably just power steering fluid and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean up the engine bay now. I have a couple hours. So yep, big win. I cheated and I bought me one of these. Man, this thing is a lifesaver. Those motor mounts came out with ease. I didn't have a problem taking out any bolts out with this thing. One thing I should mention though is that I probably should have gotten my impact sockets out of my storage unit, because I used my regular sockets and that happened. So yeah, that's one of that's my 14 millimeter that I've been using for the past 2 days. And yeah, I just cracked it. So that can happen. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up. I'll see you guys next time. All right, we're checking something off today. Move engine from car. Done.